Our speaker today also hosts and plays in the Mullets and Mustaches hockey tournament for men's cancers. Please welcome my ball brother, Mr. Brian Vesall. Sorry. I needed thanks for the comedic buffer. That one was hard to follow. Thank you all for having us. This is my second, and I'm not going to miss any of these. It's odd. I still don't know that I'm up here inspiring anybody. I've got to follow all of these doctors that run marathons and do all this healthy stuff, and the only marathons I've completed are the Sopranos and Letterkenny. So this is kind of crazy. So I'm going to try to pack as much in as quickly as I can go here, but I've got a lot of ground to cover. Three years into 10 minutes. So this is Brian Vesall, a nutty puckin' journey. You'll find some themes. I'm a puckhead. I've been called that or something close to it many times. And yeah, I work at a nut company. So let's bring on the uncomfortable conversations. This was me, August of 2021. I just found out the great news that I was starting a new job. My sister to my left was in town. She'd been in Qatar. She served in the Air Force for 28 years. She's been to Qatar and all over the world. Any country that ends in Stan, chances are she's been there. And there I am, rocking the Letterkenny jersey. We just won a tournament. My lovely wife, my rock star. Let's give it up for Jamie. She's fucking awesome. And my dad. I've had a ton of family support through this and support everywhere, so I'm a pretty lucky feller. So I noticed I was just getting ramped up for the new job, all the new life experiences, all the things I needed to learn. I was getting into the car. I was down in Edina, Minnesota, home of the cake eaters, delivering some hockey gloves that I designed, and I was getting into the car and I noticed some pain. I did the non-guy thing and told my wife we need to call the doctor tomorrow. Yeah, it's not how I normally operate, so she knew I was kind of freaked out. So had the uncomfortable talk with my regular doctor. She didn't seem to be concerned. Did the blood tests, did the ultrasound. Try making small talk when a young blonde is rubbing jelly on your nether regions and you're trying to maintain a conversation. Thankfully, it was slightly cold. About a month after noticing the lump, I met with got the ultrasound, met with the urologist, and he wanted me to kind of explain what was going on. And I said, well, I'm not a master of words, but just in this month, noticing the hard lump, I didn't blow up. I didn't need a wheelbarrow to carry him or anything. But I said, my grape now kind of shaped more like a chicken nugget. And he said, well, I think you ruined me for chicken nuggets forever. So it was a very quick 5 seconds, September 27th. I'm big into numbers. 27 is my hockey number, so let's go. But September 27th, he told me the news after 5 seconds of having my ultrasound on the screen. That's cancer, and we need to get you in for surgery. So 3 days later, had the orchiectomy, said au revoir to righty. Was in recovery for a while. That was hard. I'm not a model of peak physicality, obviously, but I still like to get out and skate. So to be able to not do that for a while was really hard on me. So I did the next best thing, and since lilac lavender is kind of a color of testicular cancer, and it's also the Hockey Fights cancer colors, we've gone kind of crazy with lavender and purple. So I went to my team's game and dressed up like a kind of vintage old hockey coach, one of those hard asses from the 50s. So got through the orchiectomy. I acted quickly. They say, hey, it's one of the most treatable. You're acting quickly. Time's your friend or time's your enemy. Like I say, cancer is not like a fine wine. It doesn't get better with age. So I acted quickly, and you think, chapter 1, orchiectomy, that's it. Was not the case. It had already gone to my abdomen. There's a lot of room to play around in there, so I was informed that I had to have chemo. Had to do 3 rounds. Of all the things I've learned through this journey, I try to share kind of what I've learned. One thing would be when your hair starts to go, seize it by the ball and go get it cut yourself. Great Clips, they're not a presenting sponsor, but Great Clips will do the chemo cut for free. So if anybody else is going through chemo, I was on a Bleo day when my hair fell out on a Teams call, so I knew it was time to kind of make that call. So we went to Great Clips and got my hair cut, and as you can see, my wonderful cat Katie tried to give me some false hair to try to cover up what was there. She's the best. So yeah, went to Minnesota Oncology. Luckily, I'm only 10 minutes away from where I got all my treatment. It's actually in the city where I grew up, so that was pretty neat. So went through the chemo. My kitty even knew I still had my wristband on from my orchiectomy. She knew not to lay on that scar, and she was my best friend on chemo days. So sorry, I might cry like Brett Favre in his 17th retirement announcement, so just bear with me here. On top of having the hockey community and my amazing rock star of a wife, I had to have that conversation with my boss. And I said, well, John, I've been here a month. It's kind of ironic that I work at a nut company because guess where I've got cancer? And he was like, holy shit. I said, you're supposed to laugh. That's how we get through this. So little did I know, losing all my hair, all of my hair, it's like I was 11 again, without the stamina. So yeah, lose all my hair. Little did I know, and all my Teams calls, I didn't have to miss any work. I could run Teams calls. I could be buying stuff from wherever I was in the chemo chair. Told my boss to say, hey John, you're going to see a little more of me than you want because they got to switch bags here, and you're going to see the chemo part's going to look like a third nipple, but it's all good. They're making me better. So I did not know that my boss was taking screen captures of all of our Teams calls during chemo. So I get to our conference room in front of our CEO, and I see I thought I was giving a commodity breakdown, which I had not prepared for. Well, my boss was putting all of this together, and we memed our way through this as much as we could. He gave me a shout out, my Pig Whitney ugly, beautiful Christmas sweater. And so we got through all of these, even with my supplier. That's my supplier I was on the phone with when my hair fell out. So we got through all this. My boss was showing off his beard. My beard game's never been that strong. So we got through this and had all my stuff in the background, and I looked like a bad meth dealer from Breaking Bad there. So the hair didn't do too great with me. So yeah, it started to get to February, get to March, getting clear. Things are coming on. My boss took a shot at a coworker saying I'm tied with Mike for hair. Mike, I did not say that. That is our boss. It's totally on John. So eventually the stuff started coming together kind of patchy, and then you find people that you pass on the hair journey. So rock on. So one of the other parts of, and I know it's a little tougher for women losing your hair, and I know a lot of them do wigs. So I did the responsible thing and got a black wig and dressed up as a member of my favorite Swedish metal band, Ghost. So we put on the wig, put on the face paint, we got out and we lived life. And that's kind of something I'm doing with my new lease on life. So in addition to how many nut jokes can I tell at work without losing my job, I had to pull it into hockey somehow. Like I said, hockey's my addiction. Don't drink anymore, don't do drugs. It's music and hockey. So a lot of times for Movember, guys will rock the sick mustache. And the groups that I play with, the Goons for Good and Soda Stick, they come up with some great tournaments, and they asked me, they said, hey, do you want us to do a tournament for your medical bills? Yeah. So once I got done crying, as I do most days, I said, hey, my wife's medical coverage is really good. So I'm good. I'm at my out-of-pocket max. So let's do something for men's cancers in general. So we came up with the Flowember Mullets and Mustaches hockey tournament. So that's why I'm growing all this sexy out. I'm hoping we can do this tournament again this November, Thanksgiving weekend in Minneapolis. We pulled one off. It was pretty successful. So yeah, I'm doing what I can with the hair that I've got. I do not have a Camaro. I rock with T-tops out front, but I'm still rocking this. So yeah, we were able to get play where the University of Minnesota plays, and we got a couple local celebrities. I trimmed my 10 minutes interview down to 15 seconds on the news, and we had men and women getting their mullets and mustaches judged by our local celebrities. Unfortunately, I did not win. I couldn't even pull a cancer card and win that. But when a woman is going to wear plaid and puts a stick-on mustache, I can't win there. So I had one break during chemo because of the holidays, and so I did the most Minnesota thing and froze my ball off, and we went and watched the Wild play outside in 20 below weather. So I got 17 layers there with my nephew. He's kind of the son I couldn't have, so I love him to death. Does the clock still run when I'm crying? I don't know. In BJ's Comedy World, I think they usually give you the flashlight. So yeah, my amazing nephew, he's got 3 wonderful kids and an equally rock star wife. Liam, I went to hang out with them and wound up coaching his T-ball team. And when I had to get the RPLND surgery done, I show up there with my walker. Granny at bingo was moving faster than me at this point, and I sit there, and they brought me an amazing thank you card. So I sat there in my walker and cried, and again. So yeah, cancer treatment makes you more emotional, in case you guys have not learned. And I was pretty emotional to start with. There are some referees that will attest to that told me to sit in the box and shut up and feel shame. They'll agree I'm very emotional. And my wife even got to do that one time too, which was pretty special. So I've been the recipient of some pretty amazing gestures, and I'm trying to put it back out there. One of my friend's daughters, their hockey team does a Hockey Fights Cancer Night. So they were choosing one person a day that's been impacted by cancer, and I would have not picked this or even dreamt of this in a million years. But yeah, they honored me, so that was pretty damn special. So, like I said, when I've got lavender and purple everywhere, even the tape on my knee, yeah, I go all in with the colors. So that's why everything is that color now. So Prince, I'm taking on the purple vibe from you. So yeah, this is me. RPLND surgery. A lot of you guys have been down this road. There's my nephew and his wife, rocking Metallica shirt. Love that. So I had 12 weeks where I couldn't do much, and their little kids made me that wonderful sign that says, "We love Unky," and my cat that never wanted to sit on that spot of the couch is now stuck there when I'm working from that. So you ask yourself a lot of questions when you get cancer. Am I going to die? How soon am I going to die? Do I want to die? It's a mental mind F. And any stupid questions you guys have had in your head, any mental health problems you've had, chances are I've had them, and I spill. I'm an open book. I overshare. This is when this is when we got married 16 years ago, and there's my lovely niece Haley. She's so damn sweet. One of my first thoughts when I was diagnosed is, will I see her get married? Well, they called us in video chat earlier in the year and said, "Hey, Unky," they're 30 and 32 and still call me Unky, love them to death. Haley said, "Hey, Ren and I are getting married in Vegas, and will you perform it?" So the blubbering fool that I am got out there. And there's Haley and her wonderful wife, Ren. And I cleared with Ren beforehand if I would be able to take a little shot at my mother-in-law in the ceremony, and I got the all clear. It was good. It was good. So that was awesome. So inspirationally, like I said, I don't think I'm inspiring much. Just a lot of bad side effects from treatment. But this is me about between a year and 2 years ago, trying to do what I can to try to take better care of myself. I've got an aggressive goal to lose 100 pounds. I'm down about 55 pounds from last year. Still got a ways to go. Thank you. Yeah, my goal is to, I'd like to lose 100 pounds. I'd like to have shirts that aren't sized like a dirty movie, XXX. So I'm trying. One of my other good friends that I play hockey with challenged me to play hockey at a higher level because he's fast. He can skate forever, and I'm the opposite. My speed can be best described as glacial. So he's got me playing hockey with him, and about a year ago he says, "Hey, we've been in a band forever. We need a bass player." And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, you played music." I said, "Well, that was 30 years ago, and that's a trumpet." And they said, "That's okay, just play on time and play in tune." So our band called In the Distance, we've got a few songs on Spotify, kind of good rock, kind of hardcore. we were able to record at Pachyderm Studios where Nirvana recorded In Utero. So that's the famous fireplace photo. That place is super 70s. I was looking everywhere for dirty needles. Thankfully, I didn't see anything. But yeah, it was a pretty awesome thing. So I'm trying to challenge myself, do things I've never seen, see things in places we've never seen. And through this journey, I'm not missing one of these. After last year, it's life-changing where we're coming every time. And it's kind of like a snowball. You meet all these people for the first time, and then the next year, this is the second year, this rolls over. You pick up more people, you pick up more knowledge, you pick up more experience, you pick up new friends. And now you see people, again, that you met last year for the first time, and you're friends for life. So part of what we're doing to try to raise awareness and raise funds is through my work. We set something up with D's Nuts. So if you go to their website and use the code NUTCHECK10, you save 10% and they kick 10% in. And they also sponsor the It Takes Balls podcast. So, of course, I had to color coordinate my nuts to my uniform because I'm a damn gentleman. So I just want to say this group is amazing. I found several groups when I was first diagnosed, and this is by far the best one. The work that Steven and BJ do to bring humor to this, and I get through it with a lot of really terrible humor. Like I said, as many nut jokes as I can do without getting fired, so I still have my job.
The limit is 7.
We're going to shoot the over. Just like the scale, I'm going to hit the over. And for Kim to take the ultimate pain of a mom and put that into something that saved so many guys, we're just going to do everything that we can. And I can say I have 2 people close to me that had pain south of the border, and they thought that's what it was, and they called me for advice. And because of me oversharing everywhere, both of them got checked, and thankfully it was not cancer. So we do this for everybody here, all the doctors, all the great care we've received, all the caregivers, all of us nutty buddies here. We're nutty buddies for life now. And we're just going to continue to spread awareness, and we do this for people like Jordan and Akshad, the people that we've lost. So I just keep putting these tributes on my stick and on pucks, and whatever way we can do this, we're gonna keep going. This isn't done just because I'm knocking wood 2 years out from RPLND. We aren't going to stop. We're trying to be active in the group. There's new guys getting the worst news of their life every day. So we are going to keep trying and look forward to everybody else coming out tomorrow and play with your ball for some bocce. And I got my peanut costume, so I'm ready to rock. So thank you all very much.
Give me a hug, bro.